Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 update preview for you guys today. And today we're going to be previewing the update that is happening tomorrow, which will kick off the start of the Epic 7 and aespa collab. That being said, you're going to see that there's two new heroes being released. We have Winter and ae-Ningning. Ningning will be released at a later date, but Winter will be available as soon as the update is live. And you're going to see that the other two of the four, aespa units are going to be released at a later date. Now we do have that new side story which is coming as well because of the new collab, which is going to feature, just more rewards and stuff like that. You're also going to see that there's going to be new exclusive equipments coming out and a new customizable lobby, which I'm pretty excited about because it looks pretty cool. So getting started, let's just kick right off into it. So actually, you're going to see that the Epic 7 aespa collab is going to start. These are the in-game models for all of these units. You're also going to see that the animations for at least two of the units that we're going to see today are very, very cool. Starting off, we have Winter, right? So I'm going to look at her skills real quick. You're going to see, this is her animation and her model in game. Looks pretty cool. And you're going to see that her stats look pretty insane as well. So we're going to see that she is a fire thief of the Capricorn zodiac, which we kind of already knew already. And you're going to see that, her attack is pretty decent. Her base speed is pretty high for a thief, not 128, but very, very high still at 118, very respectable. She's pretty decently bulky for a thief as well. She's effectiveness, and she also has an imprint concentration of critical hit chance, and also an imprint release of attack percent. So you're going to see for Winter, pulling dupes for her is very valuable because her imprint concentration is going to be critical hit chance, which is the best imprint concentration in the game. So looking at her skills real quick, you're going to see that her S2 is going to be next level. This is kind of a, teaser for, not a teaser, but I guess like what she's kind of famous for in aespa, because that is one of the names of their songs, and I think she does have a very, very famous dance part in that song. I'm not going to go too much off on a tangent if you guys were wondering, but yeah, her S2, guys, you're going to see that she does have a stealth at the start of battle and at the end of turn, right? So she kind of works like guiding light, except it will always proc. This stealth is dispellable though, and she'll be able to get knocked out, so you have to be careful. If you have a barrier to protect the stealth, it is very, very nice. But you're gonna see she's gonna be able to get that from her artifact. But yes, after an enemy uses a non-attack skill, she'll cleanse herself of all debuffs and activate and level up. So level up is going to be a immunity to herself, and also fully reset the skill cooldown of her S3. This level up can only activate every 2 turns. It says 3 turns here, but after you Mulgore, it will drop to 2 turns. So this can happen very frequently, especially if you build her very, very fast. So, if we look at the animation here, you can see, if someone uses a non-attack skill, so very, very good against units like Conquer Ilias and Lua and stuff like that, she cleanses herself and she gets an immunity buff, and then her S3 is off of cooldown, as you can see on the bottom right here. So yes, that is her S2. Now let's look at her S3. Her S3 is a single target attack. It will stun for 2 turns and increase CR of herself by 50%. Now, if you crit with this, you will deal an additional 5,000 fixed damage, and every time you use the skill, it will stack up to 3 times, doing more and more damage, capping at 20k fixed damage. That is crazy. Now, at the start, it's not going to really do that much damage, but as you do ramp this up over time, you're going to see that the damage this can put out is actually really insane. It kind of works similar to Rimuru, except instead of, doing a lot of damage up front, this will kind of ramp up over time, and the animation is beautiful for this S3. I'm very, very excited. You're gonna see like that initial damage to 800 to Apoc Robbie here if we look at it again. So just keep in mind, crits for 800 here. Not a lot of damage, but it does stun for 2 turns, which is very, very nice. 2 turn stuns are very good, and the fixed damage will ramp up over time, making it a very, very strong unit in slower playstyles. Next, we have our S1, guys. It is a single target attack that will have a 50%, I believe. Actually, it's 40% chance to stun at maximal Agora at +5. And you can soul burn this for 10 souls to increase it to 100%. It is a 1-turn stun. So you're going to see, even the S1 animation looks pretty cool for a lot of these units. I guess not much for her, but I guess for the other unit, it looks pretty cool. But yeah, it is just a CC unit, as you're going to see here, kind of a stun bot with, ramping capabilities over long fights, increasing her damage through her S3. Now we have our artifact, guys, the Armament. So it's Thief exclusive. It'll give you a flat increased crit chance boost, which is nice because you need 100% crit chance on Winter because of her S3, right? You need to crit to do that fixed damage. Also, you're going to see after using a non-attack skill, you'll grant a barrier equal to 60 per level for 2 turns. Now, this 2-turn, barrier is very, very nice because her S2 is also on a 2-turn cooldown, and this also counts as a non-attack skill. So every time you proc this, her S2, she'll grant a barrier to herself for 3,600 because it's going to be 60 times 60 because I I'm going to assume you're going to have her at max level if you're going to use her in PvP. And yeah, it's a pretty thick barrier and will protect her stealth pretty easily. So yeah, pretty cool. I think this is going to be very, very good on her. I don't know if there'll be other good artifacts on her. She looks most likely like a, tanky unit that's going to be put on high effectiveness to stun units and, just a lot of bulk and 100% crit chance. And that's pretty much it for offense, because you're just going to be abusing her S3's fixed damage, and fixed damage, doesn't scale with any other, damage multipliers. So I think you're just going to build her very tanky, and this is a very, very nice way to make her even more bulkier, because you can keep her in that stealth and have that barrier, up for, just a very, very long time. Now they also have a video, kind of just playing through her gameplay. I'm not going to really show through it too much. If you guys want to check that out, you guys can check out her teaser on the official Epic 7 YouTube video. But you're gonna see that her banner will be available starting November 24th here, so get prepared. It is a pullable unit. You're also gonna see that the second unit that we're gonna showcase here, ae-Ningning, is also a pullable unit. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna skip through all of this. They kind of just play through, this teaser where they played through like all of the combat and stuff like that. Now let's talk about ae-Ningning here. So ae-Ningning is going to be a fire soul weaver. Like you guys already knew, right? We kind of knew this because of the teaser, but you're going to see that her animations are insane as well. So these are her S3 animations, right? Or this is her S3 animation. She looks insane in the in-game model, and I'm pretty excited. She's a fire soul weaver, and she is of the Scorpio zodiac. So if you have your catalyst saved up for the Scorpio units, then you guys are good to go for her. She will release a little bit later than iWinter. She's going to release on the 1st of December, so you guys have some time to save up some bookmarks. But looking at her base skin, or base stats right here, you can see that she has 114 speed, not too bad for a soul weaver. She has 630 defense, pretty high. HP is like average. You're also going to see she has effectiveness built in, so she has effectiveness from her awakenings and also from her imprint concentration, kind of pointing out that she's going to be some sort of a debuffing soul weaver, right? We've had those in the past from collabs like Shuna and stuff like that, even like Sharoon. But we're also going to see her imprint release is going to be for attack percent for her team. Now looking at her skills here, her S3, I really love the animation on this, by the way. You guys have to check this out. It is an AoE barrier inversion that will dispel 2 buffs and increase CR of herself by 50%. When the target is granted a barrier, the CR amount is going to be doubled, so it'll go to 100% after you max this out for Mulagora. This skill looks pretty insane on paper, because just any like FCC, anyone that's using the new protection set, if you use this after SC Arrowell goes with their S3, you can do a lot of damage here. You're gonna see that the animation looks pretty sick as well. Oh, this is not where I wanted to click. I wanted to click here. You're gonna see the S3 animation looks pretty insane, and this just looks very powerful against barrier units. Like, you're gonna see how much damage this can do from a soul weaver. But yeah, I really like this animation. Just looks really cool. And yeah, that's 11k to Arrowell and then 3k to everyone else. Pretty insane. She takes another turn because yeah, she will push herself by 50%, and it's doubled if you use this against a barriered unit. Then you can use her S2 right after, which is a single target attack. It will CR push back the enemy by 30%, which will also scale with your effectiveness. This can get resisted, and also increase the ally of the caster, or of the ally of the caster with the highest attack for 2 turns, and also CR push that ally by 30%. So this looks pretty cool as well. She kind of works similar to Amelia, I'd say, with a CR pushback instead of like that heal and that CR push up for your team. But she looks pretty insane because attack buff is very nice. You can see that Belly gets pushed back here, and then Hwayoung will get pushed up, and she gets that attack buff, which is really nice on Hwayoung. Next, we have her S1. This is the S1 I was talking about that has a very cool animation. I'm pretty excited for this one. But this is a single target attack with a chance to stun. And after you attack when the target is stunned, you will CR push yourself by 20%. And you're going to see, this goes up to 40% chance to stun. You can soul run this for 100%. Looks pretty insane. You're going to see that animation looks pretty nice as well. And this is the animation right about here, right? So we're going to see, this is the S1 animation, guys. I'm pretty excited because it's just a teddy bear falling out of the sky. But yeah, it has that chance to stun, which is pretty nice. So now let's look at her artifact. Her artifact, guys, is going to be EXIF Detective Ed Gadget, ED Gadget. I'm not gonna, just talk about the pronunciation or anything. Sure, whatever. You can see after using non-attack skill, you'll increase CR of the caster and remove up to 20 souls from the enemy if you have this max. This looks pretty good on her because, yeah, her non-attack skill is her S3 and her S2, and looks very, very offensive, right? You can pretty much bring this into very, I guess cleave teams, or even very offensive teams. If you're speed contesting even, she looks pretty strong. And this looks, kind of, I don't know how to explain this, but very niche as well, right? You don't really see this ability, this kind of, artifact that much for Soul Weavers, right? But I feel like this can be very powerful in the right situation. Definitely going to test this out while I'm pulling for her and also purchasing this artifact because it is a collab artifact. So yeah, you're going to see that she will be available in the drop rate of banner starting December 1st. You will have some time after ae-Winter to save up for her, albeit not that much. Pretty sure Karina and also Giselle will also be announced at a later date. They also do have that gameplay thing going on where they showcase her, but I'm not going to showcase it because it really ends up being an Aiden showcase. But yeah, new side story, like I said, coming out, right? We also have a new artifact from the aespa collab that is available from the side story for free. You will most likely be able to max this out for free. Make sure you max this out. This looks pretty sick. POS, yeah. So first thing that comes to mind isn't something that's family friendly, but I wonder what that stands for. But you're going to see that at the end of the turn that it will actually increase attack, crit chance, and crit damage by 2%, and it'll stack up to 10 times. So you get 20% boost. It looks pretty strong, and I'm pretty sure this will be at the end of every single turn, not just the casters. So this will be pretty decent on, you know, bruiser units that also want to use a lot of attack percent that, you know, don't really need that much HP, or even just like DPS damage dealing units. I guess this could be good on like Spectre Tenebri and stuff like that, right? Because, you know, she can use Togglehouse's book, or if you don't need that book, you can put her on this and it looks pretty decent. Now for the new exclusive equipments, we have Hastes. His is called Blood Choker. It's going to be crit chance, which is very, very nice. One of the best stats to get from an exclusive equipment, besides like speed. You can see his S1 is getting 2 effects. One of that will increase the CR when you use it, and another that has a chance to inflict bleed. And his S3 will also decrease the cooldown of it by 1 turn. I don't think this is what he really needed, but this will make him a lot better in like one-shot comps, I'd say. But for the most part, you know, I don't think this will help him too much. Next, we have Bomb Model Kana, right? So Bomb Model Kana is her game console effectiveness boost. Very nice, because you do have to put her effectiveness on her to dispel, but it's kind of weird to put it on her, right? You can see her S1 has a chance to make the target unbuffable for 1 turn when using her S1. Very good in like Asmnak and stuff like that. Also very good in Exposition, where she's already very much used. S2 will increase speed and dual attack chance of her striking stance by another 5%. Very nice as well for just increasing damage in longer fights, which is very, very good in PvE because the fights are very long. And her S3, which will put Unhealable, which is also very good in Asmnak and also very good in like Golem. So you can actually use her in Golem a lot more easily now. She was a fire unit that wasn't used as much in Golem because she doesn't really have, you know, defense break or Unhealable. But with this S3 exclusive equipment, I think she'll be a lot more usable in Golem now. Although you probably want to use Surmia over her still. Next, we have Acid. I do not know why he's getting an exclusive equipment. He's also, you know, still very strong right now in the current meta. You're going to see his S1 has an extra chance to decrease defense. His S2, you're going to get greater attack instead of regular attack buff. And his S3 is going to be a 1 buff strip now before you inflict the silence. I think this is probably going to be the most common one, the dispel, because if you do end up not killing the enemy and they do have like an immunity buff or something, you can strip that buff. Or yeah, I don't know, maybe like a defense buff from like a Conquer Ilias, nostalgic music box and stuff like that. But I don't think these exclusive equipments are that great either. I think Smilegate is trying to refrain from making super OP units right now. Next, you're going to see the customizable lobby. You can select the pub, you can select the hero, you can select an illustration. Now, it might look on paper that there's not a lot of options, but there's so many choices. This looks pretty cool. I'm very excited because I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing the same old lobby screen. So I'm pretty excited for this change as well. So yeah, we also have the banners. The crowd's going to be running alongside ae-Winter. Obviously, you guys are going to want to save your bookmarks anyways because, you know, ae-Ningning will be coming out as well. So ae-Winter is going to be on the 24th until the 8th of December, which is my birthday, guys. We also have Ningning coming out on the 1st until the 15th of December, and alongside Ningning, I don't know if it's released, but it is not released yet. We also have Zeo running after the patch in the Mystic Summon rotation with Shooting Star Arcades. Looks pretty strong. And in the coin shop, we also have these units on your screen here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, though, guys. If you guys didn't notice, in the mailbox, we have that video gift box, I guess. The password is Emperor Zeo. I'll also post it in the comment section down below. But I hope you guys found this video helpful, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.